Well, I think in the recruitment industry, people are very time poor because a lot of the candidate engagement work has to be done outside of normal business hours. So I think a lot of people that work in the industry don't have a lot of time for more meaningful or purpose-led work like charity projects or volunteering in the community or getting passionate about the environment. And it's actually that type of work that fulfills purpose and meaning. So I think it's really important that every business, but especially the recruitment industry, really tries to have active CSR, corporate social responsibility. It's a bit of a buzzword, but effectively means just encouraging your staff to take part and support those kind of projects. The Amoria Bond Charitable Trust was established in 2008. We're about 2 years into the business. It's a private trust, so it's funded purely by the founders and all the staff in Amoria Bond. And it was really set up around three main principles, really, to support children's education, to alleviate poverty, and to support maybe some of the more marginalised or disadvantaged people in society. So it's quite a wide brief, but it does allow us to give us lots of flexibility in what kind of areas that we support or aim. And one of the most important elements of the way that we run the trust is that we ensure that 100% of any of the money donated or raised goes exactly to the project or the purpose that we're actually fulfilling. So we have no overheads. Every volunteer, especially Amoria Bond staff who often volunteer, pay for their own travel, their own accommodation. And so that way we kind of guarantee the supply chain. And we often try and actually partner with local people to make it as sustainable as possible. So for instance, when we've done a lot of projects in Peru, especially building projects, we've built soup kitchen and houses there. We've used local builders to actually stimulate local employment for the people there to give them better opportunities. So in the 12 years that the trust has been going, we've put a library into a school here in Wythenshawe. We've rehoused 500 people in Las Laderas. It's a shanty town on the outskirts of Lima in Peru. We've built over 100 houses there, and many of the Amoria Bond staff have actually volunteered and given up their time to go and build those houses. Every Christmas, we give out 100 food parcels and hampers in that community. A classroom of children in Sri Lanka that we've sponsored. We've built a soup kitchen and a community centre. So there's loads of great projects. We've probably raised over 130,000 in that time, and all of that is down to the Amoria Bond staff. I'm really proud of the legacy that everyone gets involved, whether it's volunteering their physical time or raising money through little cake sales or sporting events, etc. So I think in this way, there's a real drive to give back, and staff really appreciate that. I think that's relevant for today, that companies have more of a social conscience, and it helps with talent attraction, it helps with retention. So there are hard business benefits that you get back from CSR, but ultimately it's just about that intrinsic feeling of giving back to make the world a little bit of a better place.